Rockies taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. Well, Singy, this is going to be special. What's more exciting than a home opener?
How about a home opener for an undefeated club? I mean, that's pretty special if you ask me. They couldn't have asked for a better start to the year, and now they're hoping the celebrations continue here in front of their home fans.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, this guy's coming off a season where fell short of 200 strikeouts, which is kind of the ultimate for pitchers to get to that level. And it just tells you how nasty his stuff is, but it also leaves a little bit on the table for him to come out this season and make sure that he gets over that number so that he can go into the offseason feeling like I'm in a pretty special group.
Brenton Doyle leading things off and takes a strike. And a swing and a miss there.
Well, I believe you have to watch out for that filthy curveball from Nola. It's got sharp break and is considered to be one of the best pitches in the game. Hitters typically struggle to make contact with the pitch.
Hauls it in, and there's one away. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. Still early in the season, but so far it has been a struggle for this team, ranking towards the bottom in both on base and runs. They do have some power.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Ezekiel Tovar, the next to hit, takes outside. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 1-1. One out, base is empty. On a line out towards center. Marsh makes the play. 2 up, 2 down.
Third baseman,
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
Swing and a miss. Going to count 1 and 2. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite? Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. We head to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. Back at Citizens Bank Park, and today's starting pitcher, German Marquez.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. Ground ball right side. And that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
This is Bryson Stott. 2 hits for him in yesterday's game. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
Oh man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's Bryce Harper, the first overall pick back in 2010. 0-1. Harper goes 6 feet 3 inches, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. And that is out of play. 2 out, space is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Down quickly go the Phillies. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now the first baseman, Michael Toglia.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Nola back to work. Just missed.
really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now 2 balls and a strike. Fights it off. He'll see another. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies. First pitch, and he just misses. Nola, not a big strikeout guy, but still very effective as far as starting pitchers go. One of those guys that involves the defense and really gets him involved in the action. Next offering is in for a strike.
He moves the ball around all the quadrants of the strike zone and will add and subtract velocity. And because of that, he gets...
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. He'll touch them all. His second of the year, and they jump out front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Here's the left fielder, Nick Martini. That clips the zone. Strike 1. It seems like this type of guy is kind of a dying breed nowadays.
Well, exactly. When teams are looking for high velocity, high strikeout rates, a guy like this doesn't necessarily do that. So in order to really appreciate how good he is, you have to see it.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Grabs it right up against the wall. Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. Right through there for a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And that is a foul ball. There's a swing and a miss. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. The Rockies get 1 by way of the long ball. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park, where these Phillies fans are geared up for another season. Their postseason run was cut short after they ran into a red-hot Mets team in the NLDS.
Yeah, that was a tough series to swallow for these fans. Phillies were good all year, but they couldn't cool down the Mets when it mattered most.
Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Last year, the Phillies had the 2nd best record in baseball behind the Dodgers.
Yeah, and that's just not good enough for these fans. They want success in October, not just the regular season.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Third baseman, Alec.
And now it's Alec Bohm. And that misses. And that's ball one.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Out in front and foul to the left side. One down, Phillies down a run. And that one fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Here's a rocket out to left. Takes it in for the out. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That ball's carrying. Hauls it in on the warning track. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Top half of the 3rd inning, and here's the catcher, Hunter Goodman. Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Swing and a ground ball. Boom. Goes on to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting ninth, right fielder, Jordan Beck.
Jordan Beck digging in for the Rockies. In there at the knees. Strike 1. And there's a foul ball. Nola fires. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
So the lineup flips over. Brenton Doyle digs in now. Right down to shoot. That's strike 1. Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off. And that's outside. And that is ball one.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Set for the bottom of the third. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate.
Brandon Marsh.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And a foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Here's JT Real Muto, and that one pulled foul. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
One down. Max Kepler at the plate. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Doyle. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Trey Turner at the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Boog, here's someone that loves playing at home, and who can blame him? His numbers are historically better, and he's already 1 for 1 out of the chute.
Turner pops it up. Goodman under it. He makes the grab, and that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Rockies 1 and the Phillies nothing. As we go to the top of the 4th, stepping in Ezequiel Tovar. Tovar, a former Gold Glove winner, 23 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Just off the inside edge. That's in there, and the count even 1-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one hammered. That's back there. Didn't quite have enough.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. Went down on strikes his first time through. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
Boog, I never got to play at Citizens Bank Park in my career. Just the old Veteran Stadium in Philadelphia, but the crowd's here just as energetic now.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Gone straight into the visitors' bullpen. He made him pay for that one. His second of the year, and they add a run. It's 2-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Tolio stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Top half of inning number 4. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Out to short. Trey Turner gloves it to first, and they get the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Mickey Moniak.
Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies. He's already homered in this game. That one finds the corner, and that's strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Popped up. Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. The Rockies tack on another with this one, and it's 2-0. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Now it's going to be Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And that is cut on and missed. 1-2.
2 strike.
Lined into right. Reaching down, makes the catch. Here's Harper now. Struck out swinging his first time. Drilled out towards left center field. That one back there. And it slams off the bottom of the wall. And he's got a double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. First round pick out of Indiana back in 2014. And a foul ball. Man at second. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And here comes Alec Bohm. He's 0 for 1. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Swing and a foul out of play.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's...
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. One left for Philadelphia. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Nola back to work. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. And they'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Foul ball still 0-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. One down.
Up next for Colorado, second baseman Tyler Freeman.
Tyler Freeman digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 1 so far. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. The wind of the pitch. Splits the plate and a count 1-1. This one popped up. Stop. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for Colorado, catcher Hunter
2 outs,
Goodman.
base is empty. Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies. Grounded out his first time.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. 2 outs. That one outside, and it's 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss, and good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Rockies, but they hold a 2-0 lead. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Phils definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
Fastball for a strike.
So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Goodman sizes this one up. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Got the pitch that he wanted, just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open, backside collapsed a little bit, and the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
And now for the Phillies, Brandon Marsh. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. Late swing, foul to the left. The Phils trailing by 2, last half of inning number 5. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
There's a swing and a drive. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. And that's a double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto. And he's already singled in this game. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Now batting Max Kepler. He's 0 for 1. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Marsh at second with 2 down.
Nope, that's low.
Base hit. Coming home. He'll score easily. Cut off, throw to second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Rockies 2 and the Phillies 1. Back here in Philadelphia, all set for the start of the inning. So in now for Colorado, Jordan Beck. And that one is in for a strike.
0-1.
Little chopper rolls foul. That one missed. Pitch misses there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
So digging in, Brenton Doyle. 0 for 2 in this one. Fastball for a strike. Swing at a high fly ball to left. Kepler sizing this one up. And there are 2 down.
Shortstop, Ezekiel
2 down,
Tovar.
base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Ezekiel Tovar. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That's to third, and that's a fair ball.
Now batting, third baseman, Ryan McMahon.
So a man at first. Ryan McMahon digging in for the Rockies. He's already homered here in this one. Ball 1, no strikes. That one in there across the letters. Stirring in the Phillies bullpen, Tanner Banks, the left-hander, up and throwing. Romano also getting ready. On the ground, right side. Stott over to first in time. And that is the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Rockies 2 and the Phillies 1. Back at Citizens Bank Park, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Trey Turner. There's a strike.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And that one is lifted in the air. 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Bryson Stott.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Foul ball there.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Marquez ready to fire now. There's the strike.
If you're not ready for that pitch, you're just going to swing and miss or pop it up, waste the at-bat. If you're going to let it go, you better be ready to swing it.
To the right side, Tolia. And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. 1 for 2. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
2 down, nobody on. And that's in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a walk or just a base hit. But you got to stay within yourself.
Ouch, that one drilled him. Safe at first, and now after the play, we'll check on the right-hander status. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
First and second, 2 outs. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. Up and in, 1-0. Harper on second. Schwarber on at first with 2 down. Hit hard on the ground is short. 3rd out. So they strand a pair. 7th inning coming up. It's the Rockies 2 and the Phillies 1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tanner Banks.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Michael Toglia. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And takes low for ball 1. Banks, 33 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Fastball for a strike. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Marsh on the move. Makes the catch. And there's one away. Next is the designated hitter, Mickey Moniak. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Swings through that.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into the 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Got him swinging. And there's 2 down. 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 2 down.
All sliders right there for the 3-pitch punch out. Got ahead of him with the first 2, both in the zone. Then he does a great job to make him chase the 0-2 pitch. Expand that zone. That's what they always talk about with 2 strikes. That right there is good pitching, and he didn't have to show him anything else.
Nick Martini digging in for the Rockies. That one misses, and that's ball 1. And that's in for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's in the dirt. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. On the ground, and a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Offense held in check there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Rockies 2 and the Phillies 1. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. That one the other way. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Fought off foul.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Ripped to short. To first. And a couple of quick outs.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And now it is JT Realmuto. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
Max Kepler getting ready to hit. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
So the tying run at second. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Here comes Real Muto around third. Safe. We are tied at 2.
His confidence level is so high. Really nice job of coming through in a big spot. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Back to the top of the order now. Here's Turner now. 1 for 3. Fouled off. He was late. Two outs. Swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And that's a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. And that moves the go-ahead run to scoring position with 2 gone.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. German Marquez is done in this one, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Scott Alexander.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Next to hit, Bryson Stott. This one lifted in the air, left field. Reaching down and makes the grab. But the RBI single pushes across a run. 2-2 game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Orion Kerkering.
For the Phillies, number 50. Orion.
So digging in, Tyler Freeman.
Second baseman, Tyler Freeman.
That misses off the outside edge. Activity in the bullpen. Matt Strom, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Alvarado getting cranked up as well. That's a strike. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies. Kerkering throws to first. Freeman back on a dive. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
1 strike.
Up the middle. Nice grab. Defeat for one. And two. What a play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Jordan Beck digging in for the Rockies. First pitch, not close. Two down, nobody on. Right through there for a strike. That one hammered left field. That's back there. To the warning track, makes the catch. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. We are tied 2-2. On to the bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. And now they're out front. It's 3-2. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. And that one fouled off.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm. He swings and fouls one off. One out, bases empty, and a run in here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That pitch clips the outside corner, and the count is 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball to break back in on him. He may have been looking for something away, maybe something soft, but that slider on the inside corner absolutely frozen.
2 outs, bases empty. Nick Castellanos now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Now this is in the air down the line. And that drops foul. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Rockies. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Matt Strom.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
So back to the top of the order. Brenton Doyle digs in now. There's the strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Next to hit, Ezekiel Tovar. Right through there for a strike.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. So up next, Ryan McMahon.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
That's too low. Ball 1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Next offering in there for a strike. And now it's even 1-1. Step off throw to first. Doyle back in on a dive.
He's got plus speed, but in this situation, all eyes are going to be over there trying to keep his lead tight.
On the ground, a short could be 2. Over to Stuck for 1. The double play ends it right here.
After 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
A 3-2 final score in this one. The Phillies hang on to win it. For Chris Singleton and Aaron.